Kyle Dillin, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dan, how are you?
Man, it's really good talking to you, man. You know, your name pops up on my phone. I get all excited.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're just cruising along right now. We stopped and we were eating with Stevie Starrett's brother.
That's
So
awesome.
we got some pasta and we're back on the interstate now.
Got your bellies full and ready to go, huh?
Yeah, we're ready for tomorrow.
You guys take I-95 all the way down from New York?
No, because that's what we took. We go through Pennsylvania, so there's no toll.
Okay.
So we took 81 on the way down.
It's a haul, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Atlanta's 14 hours.
You know, I got a United States map in my office, and I'm always, every weekend when you guys are traveling, I'm always, looking at the route you guys are taking, and all the states you're crossing.
Oh, last weekend was brutal.
I bet.
We spent like $60 in tolls last weekend.
Oh,
round trip.
Oh man, that's what Josh Hernandez. I was talking to him. He said the same thing. He's like, that trip was brutal.
Yeah, I traveled in fun.
Yeah, there's just some trips like that.
Yeah, this isn't so bad. We got the trailer. We got a full size truck, and we got 5 people. So it's a little tight, but not too bad.
Right on. Is Nikki going with you this weekend?
Oh yeah, Nikki's sitting right next to me.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's excited.
That's good to have your other half with you. It's encouraging and inspiring when you got the right people with you.
Yeah, she's good.
That's awesome. How's your mom and dad doing?
They're good. My dad's coming down. He's driving down with Dan right now.
Oh, okay.
And my brother.
Awesome. Yeah, I talked to Dan. He said he was going to be coming down today, but I couldn't remember if he said he was going to be cruising with your dad. Did you say your brother Jeremy's also coming?
Yeah, my brother's coming with my dad.
Oh man, your brother's got to be stoked.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been to a few Supercrosses. I think he came to MetLife and New England last year.
Well, every time I talk to him, when you're racing somewhere and he's not there, he's pretty bummed out.
Yeah, no, he likes to come and he helps out. So he's good to have there.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
That's awesome. So you got a long haul down from New York down to Atlanta, and so man, are you pretty pumped, man? You got kind of a game plan. You got kind of a mental game down.
This weekend should be better. I mean, I rode last weekend. Was the first time I rode a Supercross track since MetLife last year, and being a half a second off. I mean, that bike's totally stacked with that suspension. I can't complain too much.
That is awesome.
But hopefully I adjust quicker, to the track, and I'll be a practice ahead, so I do.
When you hear
I'll
about
be in the 30s.
When you hear about a guy like you or any of you privateers out there on stock bikes and turning those kind of numbers, that's just impressive because anybody that knows anything about racing knows you're riding the crap out of it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone out there, they're all going fast, and everyone's motors, they're using every bit of motor, so to be at a disadvantage, it just makes it that much harder. Right. But
Now, do you?
It's all about the fun. If we didn't have fun, we wouldn't be doing it.
That's awesome. That's right. I mean, if it was if you weren't having fun, what's the reason sense in doing it, huh?
Yeah, why even go if you're not having fun?
Yeah. I mean, it's really, we got Kyle Dillin from New York. He's a privateer out of Middletown, New York, on the phone with us. And Kyle, I appreciate you calling. But it's amazing how we get so sometimes we can get so keyed up, and the fun of it kind of gets washed out by, the different stresses in life, whether it's being busy all week long or trying to get your bike prepped and ready to go for a big supercross race like Atlanta or any race for that matter. But and we really kind of got to meditate and breathe and kind of get back to why we do what we do, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You you want to go out there and do the best you can, but you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself where it's not even fun anymore.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you can go out there and you can just push it deep into that red zone, and man, it's no fun when you're laying in the dirt.
Yeah, as long as we go out there and give it 100% and try, there's not much more you can ask for, and come home safe.
Exactly. Well, it's every day, is just such a gift, really. We take so much for granted a lot of times. I mean, you look at yourself, you got all that talent, you're a privateer, you're going to the biggest races in the world, racing against the fastest riders in the United States or the world for that matter. And, you're going up against, you're competing, you're trying to get into that night show up against the 40 fastest riders out there. I mean, that in itself says a lot for the gift that you have and how blessed you are to be doing what you're doing.
Yeah, it's just true passion, to go out there and do it. Every time you make the night show, it's an accomplishment, sure. Whether it's an arena cross, supercross, fast 30, fast 40, everyone out there is fast, and can't complain when you're doing what you love, traveling around.
Yeah, I really think a lot of you guys. I think even getting your Supercross license and showing up at those kind of races in itself is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, just being able to get there is an accomplishment in its own.
Exactly. What would you say, Kyle? As being a privateer, what would you say is the biggest is the toughest part of being a privateer? Is it having enough time, money? What would you say your biggest struggle is as far as if you look at your week, or you look at what would you say is like the biggest hiccup?
I think it's definitely the money, because everything you lose time because you're making money. So you can go.
That's a good point.
So you lose time because of money, and then it's just motor. If you don't have enough money to get the motor done, it's you just gotta run what you got. So I think it all trickles down back to the money. But as long as we're having fun and can go out there and do what I love every time, I have no complaints.
That's cool. And like you said, I mean, you're a guy that has a full-time day job that works all week and works as much as he can and rides as much as he can, and that could be a lot, huh?
Yes, there's days if I get off work at 4:30 or 5:00 and it gets dark at 5:30, I'll go ride for a half hour, 20 minutes, Whatever you can get in right now, anything helps. Better than sitting on the couch.
Just to get a little seat time, huh? Little bit's better than nothing.
Yeah.
That's cool. Is it and it sounds like you got your girlfriend Nikki with you, which I know you've indicated before you really enjoy when she's with you at the races, and that's probably a good feeling knowing she's on the sidelines when you're out there, huh? She's probably one of your biggest fans.
Oh yeah, no, she tells me all the time she's my biggest fan. She's been coming almost every race this year, so I know she loves it and she enjoys traveling around and going to arena cross or supercross. So
That's pretty cool, man. You better keep her if she's willing to go do all that stuff with you like that.
Yeah, I figured I'd keep her around for a little while.
You better be you better be buying some flowers or something every now and then when you're not buying bike parts. Well, it sounds like you got you got a pretty good you got some really good friends. I mean, obviously she's your better half, you could say, but Dan, for example, your good friend Dan, who gives up his Fridays or weekends to come work with you and
Yeah,
help you mechanic and stuff. That's pretty cool.
yeah. He's taken it upon himself to not work Fridays for the next 8 weeks or whenever Supercross is the round for East Coast, and he decided to travel with me and come and run for me. So I mean, couldn't ask for a better person.
No, that is cool. That is just a lot of commitment, because everybody has their own life, everybody has their own responsibilities, and to commit yourself for Dan Leslie to commit himself to you and do that a person has to dig really deep to do that.
Yeah, I mean, without him, I couldn't go into a lot of the rounds, and he helps me with other ways. And maybe if it's not money, he can help with working on the bike and getting stuff ready, and driving and everything. Everything helps. Me and him have the same mindset. He wants me to do good, which is great, and I think we work together good as a team.
That's great. That's great. And so what would you say your goals are for 2017, Kyle?
2017, we wanna get in one of those main events. We want to be battling for the main, but we're gonna work on the night show this weekend.
Very cool,
but,
man.
I mean, I'm definitely a better racer than I am qualifier. So I think if I can get more consistent on my times and make it into the night show every weekend, that'll make it that much easier to get my first main event.
Cool. Well, I know Judy and I, we're always on the edge of our seat. It's like we're there. And, during the day, obviously, the only thing I have to work off of is live timing. But you would think I was at the races the way I'm yelling at my screen, watching every lap go by on live timing. You know what I mean? I'm like rooting from you behind the computer.
That's awesome.
But so obviously your passion is what keeps you going, right? Your passion's what makes you get up every morning and live from dollar to dollar to make this thing work. Obviously, if you didn't have the passion you had, you would just throw your hands in the air and throw the towel in, huh?
Yeah, it's all passion and love for the sport. I mean, I wouldn't spend every last dollar I have on anything else that I didn't love as much as racing dirt bikes.
That's cool, man. Well, I always like to go back to, how you're going out there and you're competing on a stock bike against the fastest motorcycles in the country. That's just cool to me. And as I mean, a lot of our privateer designs, our t-shirts are designed around that, just like our stock bike shirt, that actually came from you, Kyle Dillin. I mean, the stock bike, chasing nationals, that's inspiration for us to do what we do. We want it. It's more than a t-shirt. It's deeper than that. It's a passion deep inside you that tells you you can do it and you're just going to go for it.
Yeah. No. As the same meaning for me. What I love to be riding a full factory bike, of course, but we're still having fun and doing what we can with a privateer bike. And the bike I have now is actually, I got it over the winter, leftover. It's a 2015. I got a smoking deal on it, so that's what I'm gonna run the rest of the Supercross.
Awesome. That's really awesome, man. Well, I'll tell you what. I know you guys are traveling, and it's sometimes hard to talk, and when you're going down the road and all that. But I just appreciate you calling, Kyle, and man, you mean a lot to us. You mean everything to us, and
Yeah.
you're always in our thoughts, and we're always with you in spirit when you're at the races. And we just really appreciate you. And I guess I just leave you with, you got a lot of different people out there that are helping you out, whether it's mom and dad or whatever. Do you want to take a second to kind of tell us a little bit about the different people that have helped you along the way?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, aside from all that you guys do at Faith Culture, my family plays a big part in my racing. My mom and dad, from when I was young, my grandfather, my little brother even helps out now. Dan Leslie, the past few years, he's traveled countless miles with me going to races, and I couldn't thank him more. But Mika Metal stepped up this year and helped me, along with GT1 Filters, Aaron Designs, Graphics. They helped me up this year, so I have all new Faith Culture graphics on my bike this weekend for Atlanta.
Very cool.
So, yeah, it should be cool. I'll have some photos out online of the bike and our setup and everything. So it should be fun.
Well, very cool. And it's like you were saying about those people out there, mom and dad and stuff. They're just a lot of people that you just can't thank them enough, huh? That's, I remember so many people give up so much, and without those people, it's just hard to do things alone.
Yeah, I mean they've given up every weekend for me since I was like 4, till I was probably 17 or 18 when we started our motorhome. So, that's like 13 or 14 years of racing. They spent every weekend at the track, and I wouldn't be where I am today without them.
There's no deeper love than that.
No.
That's awesome. Well, Kyle, is there anything else you want to say before we get off the phone or anything?
I would just like to thank you and Judy for everything from when I met you guys last year in Vegas, and everything that's Faith Culture has evolved to. I feel like I'm part of the company as it grows, and it feels great to see all the new designs, privateer designs that you guys have come out, and stock bikes, the nationals, all the moto van shirts, everything. I think it's great, and I truly believe what you guys are doing, and I know you guys truly believe in me.
And we do, man, and we appreciate that, and we feel like you guys are part of our family. I mean, anything we do, you're in our thoughts, and we really appreciate your words there, Kyle, very much.
Yeah. Thanks again. I really appreciate you guys and everything that I've done over the past year.
Well, we appreciate you. Are you going to be in Vegas this year?
We're thinking about going back out to Vegas.
Awesome.
Why not? It was fun last year.
Well, I think we're going to, hopefully there won't be a flood like there was last year, huh?
Yeah. Well, if they're calling for rain, I'm not parking in the same spot.
No, and if you do, if they are calling for rain, you better bring a raft, because you were like in the deepest spot.
Yeah. I'll bring my life jacket too.
That's awesome. Well, Kyle Dillin, man, we really appreciate your time, and give Nikki a hug for us, and good luck to you. We'll be with you in spirit and rooting for you, man.
Awesome. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. You'll definitely hear from me tomorrow.
That sounds good, Kyle. Well, you guys have a fun trip, and man, just cherish every moment of it, man. Just cherish every single moment of it, because you never know when that time these times will end,
Absolutely.
Well, all right, Kyle, I'll let you go, and it was a real pleasure as always talking to you, and you take care, man. Tell your mom and dad hello, and give Davey Starrett with you a big old hug for us as well.
All right, I'll give them one.
All right. Take care, Kyle.
All right, Dave. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.